Taste sugar in that. Taste sugar in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You put the sugar into the Bernays reduction first, rather than the other bomb.
Don't forget, once I finish plating, you literally have 10 seconds to finish yours. Guys, it is 100% crucial that you keep up with me at this point. Remove the chips from your fryer. They should be golden brown, but they should be a nice deep golden brown. Now, this is where I'd stop slowing down. So get that food on the plate as fast as you possibly can. Right, make it look super beautiful. Don't overcrowd it, guys. Make it look really pretty. Then you pick up those pickled onions. You go ahead and you just place those wherever you think it looks really nice.
It's a massive rush to the end. It's a panicked rush. I need to make sure my plate looks just like Curtis's.
Come on, Mandy, come on!
It's undercooked.
Guys, I'm 5 seconds off finishing it.
I see Curtis is nearly finishing his plate. I'm a bit worried. I'm just trying to put everything on the plate to make it look good.
Okay, guys, porterhouse with béarnaise sauce, twice cooked potatoes and broccoli. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Well done.
Holy crap.
This is something that not many people get to experience in their lives, and to be honest, I'm not sure if they would want to, because it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I am proud that I kept up with Curtis, but, you know, overall I'm disappointed.
Really badly I want this immunity pin, but everyone did really well, so this just comes down to taste. Whew. No, so bad.
Looking at the dish, I think I did okay. You know, getting the pin at this stage is such huge validation that you're meant to be here.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. To have Curtis in here today, it's so overwhelming. I really can't believe it. It's just an amazing experience to be able to cook for one of my heroes, and I just hope I've done it justice.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Dry your eyes.
Well, there you have it. Curtis, that looks incredible. How was that for you?
It was fun, really fun. I wanted to do something that was relatively achievable for them, but still something that shows them a little process and shows them a little technique. So, yeah, they kept up. I was impressed.
I think you underestimate the complexity. I mean, when you think about it, there's a lot of processes in there, and they all struggled at one point or another.
That's what's exciting about this. There's so many comparison points. The chips, are they crunchy and are they fluffy inside? The cooking of the steak, the acidity and the texture of the béarnaise. Lots of things where they can all succeed or fail. And I think we're going to see a really tight run just walking down the line.
Well, I think we should taste Curtis's first to know where the benchmark is, and then we'll get the first plate in. Wow.
What a lovely dish, and perfectly balanced. I love béarnaise, and it's so beautifully made, Curtis. And things you notice, steak, just that method of cooking it over the grill, where it's beautifully pink all the way through. Crisp potatoes, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thanks.
I think the things that are so standout about Curtis's dish, the acidity and the satin smooth texture of the béarnaise, the char on the broccolini, which brings you a little bit of bitterness as well, and of course the golden crunch and the puffiness, fluffiness of the inside of those potatoes. That's what I'm looking for from our 4 contestants.
Right, shall we get the first dish in?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
To go from being 5 minutes behind and having to make my potatoes a second time and still make a complete dish, I'm pretty proud of myself. But to serve Curtis one of his own dishes, terrifying.
Tim, how was that for you?
it was hectic. It was really gives you an idea of the pressure in this kitchen.
Yeah.
And what is asked of us. But I think it was amazing to really get in there and give this cook a crack. And obviously with Curtis out the front, what more could I ask for? A hell of a work experience.
Did you think that you weren't going to get finished?
Yeah, I was worried. But I took some deep breaths and sort of just started to realise where I am and the opportunity that I've been given. I mean, this is MasterChef, and I'm not here just to make up the numbers. I'm here to give it a shake-up, have a crack at it, and I'm just happy I managed to get all the elements on the plate.
In terms of getting there, and actually when you were a couple of times you dropped way behind.
Yes.
You must have been impressed to see Tim pull himself back, Curtis.
I really was, yeah.
Thanks,
We're
boys.
going to taste now.
All right, thank you very much.
Well done, Tim.
Good on you.
Curtis, what do you think?
Look, I think it's impressive that he got all the elements on the plate, to be honest with you, seeing the position he was in. You know, it looks a bit like the pub version of my dish, and the good news is I love eating in pubs and it looks really delicious.
Yeah. Taste sugar in that. Taste sugar in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put the sugar into the Bernays reduction first, rather than the other one.
You can taste the sweetness in the Bernays, yeah. But I can totally forgive the sweetness of the Bernays because it would have been in the pickle. And the way Tim's cooked that steak, caramelised beautifully on the outside, still pink and juicy, very, very nice. All in all, I think it's a really good attempt.
Yeah.
2 successes on the plate for me, chips and the beef. So chips crispy, golden brown, fluffy in the centre. And the steak, when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, maybe he's overcooked that, but he hasn't at all. The fact that he trimmed all the fat off, because there's plenty of intracellular fat in that steak, it's really moist, really delicious.
Those chips are a knockout.
Yeah, and look, if this was a chip challenge, he would be almost unbeatable because those chips are, you couldn't get them better, you couldn't get them crunchier, couldn't get them fluffier. Absolutely perfect. But the question is that Bernays texture, it's great, but it's sweet.
Can we forgive him for the sweetness?
Right, let's get the next dish in.
It could give me a confidence boost in terms of getting into the next test. So I hope judges like my steak and chips.
Oh, nice.
I like that smile, Dee. Feeling good about this?
Oh, yes, Curtis. A bit nervous.
Are you lost for words?
Sort of.
Why?
I cooked Curtis' dish.
We feel the same just sitting next to him. Pressure?
A lot of pressure to keep up with Curtis, but at the end I've got there.
What was the most challenging part of the dish for you, Dee?
I think it's the sauce, Curtis, to get the right consistency because it's really hard to whisk, so that's the challenging part.
You know what? We're going to taste your dish.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dee.
Thank you.
Geez, that looks good, doesn't it? Curtis?
It does. She's done a really nice job. The presentation's beautiful.
And great, and look, there looks like there's some char on the broccolini stems. Steak looks well cooked. Bernays is well held together. Chips are golden. Hello.
The steak's cooked really beautifully. Medium rare, nice char on the outside, pink on the middle. A couple of little details that she's missed, like the mustard seeds that didn't even make it onto the plate. But for the most part, it's a really good rendition of the beef and Bernays.
The Bernays, it's not really Bernays for me. It's not got that punch of tarragon, it's not acidic enough, and it's a little heavy, which makes it fatty.
So interesting, because actually as a presentation, when it came up here, I looked at it and went, wow, that looks spectacular. But it has a few issues.